Hello everyone, and we are here because we just cannot get enough of winter sewing, and Malin wanted to help me because, and where did we go today?
Home Depot.
So we went to Home Depot, and let me just say that we have a little bit of FOMO going on. So there were some flowers that I didn't have. I did not have poppies yet, so we did go ahead and grab some poppies. This is the Shirley Double Mix, and I actually got these ones at Smithland's when we were getting some plant food, right? And then we got some English daisies. I love daisies, and these ones are a little bit shorter. Yeah, you like them too. What color are they?
White and pink.
So these are gonna be white, pink, and rose. And then while we were there, I found these Canterbury Bells because we can't really have lupin and delphinium and all those beautiful ones with different height variety because from what I've read, they are poisonous. And with the two little ones, we do not want you getting sick from flowers, right? Yeah, and then Sherman, what did you get while we were there too? What's on your hands?
Fairy gloves.
Yeah, so she
And
got her
pink.
They're pink. She got her own gardening gloves too, so we couldn't pass that up. So today we're just gonna
And Mason got some dinosaur ones and they're blue.
Yes, so Mason, our little one, he's only 1.5. He got some blue dinosaur ones. So
and I'm 4.5.
yes, she is 4. Good job, honey. So we're gonna be planting. She wanted to help out today. And yeah, so we wanted to get 3 new ones in. Clearly, we were having so much fun winter sewing. I already have the jugs set up. So if you are new to winter sewing, you're gonna want a milk jug. I already pre-made holes on the top and bottom and cut it so it had a hinge. Yes, you're gonna need a spray bottle later so that way you can go ahead and set your seeds in. The soil is pre-moistened. I really love this Pro Mix right here. Unfortunately, a lot of the garden centers don't have it, but if you go on tractorsupply.com, you can go ahead and buy it. It's $20 for a big compressed bag like this. And if you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping. So what I would do is I would buy 2 bags of Pro Mix, and then I would throw in 2 more bags of this perlite because I like to add it in for some drainage. And then you'll get to like about $53 or so, and you'll save 18 bucks on shipping. It takes usually like, at least for me, a week to come to my house. So it's perfect. So if you can't find Pro Mix anywhere, go ahead and go on Tractor Supply. They do have it. And I already ordered one, and I just actually placed another order because I need to pot up a lot of my seedlings later. All right, first up, we are going to be doing our Canterbury Bells. So it does say that this is a perennial on top. However, what I have read is that it is a short-lived perennial, and often it doesn't flower until the 2nd year. So I am actually going to be trying a little experiment. I'm going to be going ahead and winter sowing them. And then I have a second packet, which I will go ahead and indoor seed start them later on. I also have read that these are great for pollinators and brings in hummingbirds. So I'm super excited to try these out. Then we'll do our English daisies right here. These are actually, I like because they're short. They're about 6 to 8 inches tall. They're really good for borders. And I really am into the pink and white and rose tones. So we're excited to go ahead and do these. These are also a perennial. And then we have our poppies third. I have seen so many beautiful pictures of poppies in people's gardens, and I figured why not? Again, these are the nice reds and pink and rose tones. So if you are new to winter sowing, I already have my milk jugs all set and ready to go. They are pre-moistened with dirt, and we're gonna go ahead and spray them in after we have the seeds planted. All right, are you ready? All right, we're gonna do the Canterbury Bells first in this one. I'm gonna go ahead, open it up. And these seeds are teeny tiny. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle them. I probably will not be doing the whole entire package. And I will save some, maybe I'll save the other ones for when we go ahead and start them indoors. I'm always curious to see if there's a difference between indoors seed starting. All right, so those are all set, and I also have a little plant marker so I know what they are. I'm going to do that. All right, next up are going to be our English daisies. And these are also super small as well. Do you want to help me put them in? All right, we got to take your glove off so you can do it. Go ahead, and you're gonna go ahead and put them in here for me. Good job. Make sure we spread them around, okay? Good, keep going. I'm just gonna go ahead. All right, so our daisies are gonna be all set, and next up we are going to go ahead and do our poppies. And I know these ones are really small as well.
They're like really small, everybody. And
all right, so here are our poppy seeds. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle those in into this one.
They're so prickly.
They're so tiny, huh? They are kind of have a little bit of a texture to them, huh? All right, I'm just gonna get the rest in, okay? All right, there we go. All right, now comes the fun part. You wanna go ahead and spray those in?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So once you're done, you can go ahead and gently press them into the soil so they have good contact. And I always like to make sure that I clean off my fingers because you just never know if anything is stuck to them. All right, and there we go. And then she's gonna give each one a nice squirt. And these will actually freeze too as soon as we get them outside. We're actually gonna be getting some snow tonight. The groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter, unfortunately, which I do believe because it is so cold here.
And I didn't see the shadow. Maybe tomorrow will work.
Oh, that would have been nice, right? To have early spring.
Yes, it'll be lots of fun. And then we'll get to play.
Yes, that's very true. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and tape these up. Now that we have our seeds in, they are moistened with the spray bottle, we're gonna go ahead and close them up. And I have some duct tape right here. I actually like to go ahead and just cut little pieces at a time so that way I'm not wasting it. And for whatever reason, I feel like I don't have a good eye to have it on nice and neat. And another fun fact is I would like to share is that if you need milk jugs, like for instance, she's the only one that drinks milk that comes out of a carton in the household, go ahead, go on Facebook and check out your Buy Nothing groups. I actually have this lovely lady, and her and her family go through about 6 cartons a week, and they go ahead and she lets me know when she has a bag, and that way I can get some. And also I even got some from Starbucks. I have a colleague that works there, and she was able to get me 15 milk jugs, she said, within 2 hours. You just have to go ahead, call, give them a heads up, and then arrange a pickup for that day because they do take up some space. So if you don't drink milk and you want to have these, don't feel like you need to go ahead and waste milk or like the distilled water. Check out your Buy Nothing groups on Facebook. Ask family and friends, but definitely go ahead and ask coffee shops. And I know that Starbucks goes through a ton. She said it's so fast for them to fill up a trash bag full. She was so happy to help. So that was great. All right, don't forget when you are done to label. So today is February 2nd. Now we have been doing this for a while now. This is literally our 5th round. You show them 5 fingers. 5 rounds of winter sowing. Clearly we cannot get enough, but we are very excited. What did we buy, Madeline, for our garden? Did we buy a greenhouse?
Yeah, and a fairy garden.
Oh yes, we're gonna make her a fairy garden.
With fairy toys and everything.
She's very excited for her fairy garden, right?
I am.
Yes. So that way, if I do my indoor seed starting, I can go ahead and move them outdoors. Go ahead and close the rest of these up, and then I will be back to bring them outside with you. All right, there we have it. We have all 3 milk jugs ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and gear up because it's freezing outside. I'm gonna get these outside with the rest of them. I wanna say I have at least 60 other milk jugs. Clearly I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel though once spring comes and it's time to either pot these up or plant them, but I have so much space in my backyard that I need to fill up. I think I'm kind of just like overdoing it, and I like to get things done all at once. So stay tuned in a few months and see if this was a good idea or not, but we're gonna go ahead, get our snow boots on, mittens, and my jacket, and we're gonna put them outside. And again, if you didn't see the other ones, go ahead, I will link them down below for my 2 other videos on winter sewing. I even have one from start to finish, so you can see how I prep these, and I am going to go ahead and tie them up with some of my garden twine, so that way they won't blow away, because it does get actually really windy here. So I will see you outside. We're gonna go ahead and we are gonna venture out into the backyard. We're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of snow today, which I'm not fond of. I am kind of over the snow, ready for it to be spring. As you can see, it is just not melting and going away. So I have, let me turn you around. I have at least 60 milk jugs so far. I actually did use a couple of 2-liter bottles from some soda that we had. And then I actually have a half gallon as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these into the opening right here. And I brought some scissors and some garden twine. I just use this to go ahead and string up any of my, say, sugar snap peas or my beans. I use this for tomatoes as well. It is great. I just buy it on Amazon. It's fairly cheap, and I think I went through like 2 rolls, and they're really good. I will say, if you are growing cherry tomatoes, I think it's called like the Florida Weave. This holds up really well for the cherry tomatoes. It was super strong. They were like going up and folding over, and this did not budge. So let's get these in, and I will show you how I go ahead and secure these so they don't blow away. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just secure these in. And I kind of like to get it so all the handles are facing each other. And this is frozen solid. And as you can see, I need to add a lot of compost in the spring. So that is going to be another chore that I'm going to have to do once it gets warmer. Because this is my first year with the beds, and so they did settle a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie this into a neighboring milk jug. And then these are going to be all nice and secure. Cut this. And then I have still plenty of space. I am going to hopefully say that this is my last time doing any type of cold hardy annual or perennial. So then that way we can save some room for all the annuals. So these are going to be all set. They're going to go ahead and freeze because it feels like 6 degrees or something crazy like that outside right now. And we're going to be getting snow. So once it starts to warm up, we'll take a better look at these and make sure that they stay nice and moist. And I'm actually going to show you really quick what I plan on doing with all of these. So stay tuned. All right, so you may be thinking, Kristy, why do you need so many perennials? Why are you growing so many flowers? Well, a dream of mine is to have my own nursery one day. So hopefully if I keep up with this channel over the years, maybe that will come true. But I don't know if you can see, do you see this whole entire fence line? Yeah, it's a lot. It keeps going. We actually have a little bit over an acre, but I want to have some perennials growing across this whole entire fence line. So then I want to also pull it out about 3 feet, 4 feet. So then that way we can have a little bit more privacy, and that way we're not seeing over into my neighbor's house. So I'm hoping I can get perennials there. And so I have a lot of square footage to go ahead and fill up. So that is why I am starting so many dang seeds, and I hope it actually really works because I have big goals. And then once we go ahead and get our annuals going, I actually am going to be seed starting a lot. I want to go ahead and have a cut flower garden over here because this gets the most sun. We actually knocked down a ton of trees in the backyard, so that way we can get more sun for the garden over here, but also because I want to have a cut flower garden. So I want a lot of zinnias, I want some dahlias, I have straw flowers, celosia, black-eyed Susans. I am going to try and have big ambitious goals this year, so definitely make sure you stick around because I definitely want to share with you what my plans are and see if I am successful, and that way we can document it and do it together. So we're going inside so that way we can go ahead and warm up. Thank you all so much for joining us. We had another fun time winter sewing with you. So this would be now what, round 5. Can you believe it? Except this time we did really good. We only did 3. And if you found this helpful at all, can you please like and subscribe. It was so much fun hanging out with you again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.